Hello, my name's Matt Lees and welcome to RogueLIKE, a show about roguelike games that I like. Rogue Legacy, one of my favourite roguelike games of all time, which is weird because in lots of ways it's just not very good. It's kind of a procedurally generated version of Castlevania, which is probably why I like it, because Castlevania, Christ on a Bicycle, that's a good game. First out of the way, let's talk about Rogue Legacy's gimmick, which is that every time you play as a character, they have something wrong with them. And the traits are all quite human and often quite funny. You have things like IBS or colour blindness. I'm not saying colour blindness is funny. Jesus, Matt, what's wrong with you? Anyway, some are subtle to the point that they don't really affect you. Others are immediate, overt jokes that you can laugh at and then carry on. While some traits are hugely funny the first time that you see them, but basically make the game unplayable. I mean, Upside Down Castlevania is funny, but I don't want to play it. I just categorically don't. And while it was this kind of fun idea that initially dragged a lot of players in, it didn't really work for the game, because the thing is, every time you play, you get to choose from several characters, and if they have traits that are just unusable, it means you then have less choice. So yeah, despite that though, I still really like this game. Now, unlike most roguelike games where you die and you lose everything and you just sit there and go, oh God, why do I like this kind of game? In this, you do actually get to keep something. Your predecessor leaves you the money that they earn, and then you get to spend it on upgrades. So maybe you had a really badass mum or a badass dad and they got loads of money, and then it means you can be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a cool sword. Cheers, badass mum. So every time you start a new run of Rogue Legacy, there's a chance that your ancestors have left you a fat check. But oh no! Bad news in This Is a Video Game Land. Before you go into the castle and start doing an adventure, the Grim Reaper turns up and takes away any money that you have left over. Because it's not enough that he's a soulless husk senselessly sucking life from the world, he's now taken it upon himself to ensure that those who need money the most are kept in a loop of inescapable poverty. It's like he's angling for a job in David Cameron's cabinet. Seriously though, fuck the Tories. Anyway, Rogue Legacy's system of giving you money that you then have to spend or it will take it away from you creates a cool new adaptive kind of difficulty curve. To begin with, it's like a comforting pat on the back. Ah, you screwed it up this time, son. But next time you'll have a better sword. You go out, you get some money, you get killed, you come back, you buy some better things, and next time you're slightly better. You always go out again with a new upgrade, because you can always afford at least one upgrade. Up until the point when you can't. Because the more upgrades you buy in Rogue Legacy, the more expensive they become. And eventually it gets to a point where you die and you look at the money you've got and it's not enough for anything, so that money just goes in the bin. But this system is still slightly cooler than the traditional roguelike aim of beat the game. And that's for two reasons. First of all, this aim is set by you. It's not the game saying you've got to do this, it's you going, well, I want this upgrade and it costs this much money, so I need to get that amount of money or more, or the run is a failure. And setting your own boundaries for what you deem to be success or failure is a fun thing. That means when you do succeed, it's better, and when you do fail, you resent the game less. And secondly, because this aim is fluid, kind of like get 5 grand is not the same as like kill that guy, kill that guy. It means that you can choose how you do that. Do you want to spend ages rinsing the early, simple, easier areas, or do you want to take a risk and go somewhere a bit dangerous and see if you can get the big bucks, but at a big risk? But what I really love about this system is that once you've met your target, let's say you need 1,000 gold, right? Once you've met that target, the game doesn't end. But the game doesn't stop being worthwhile either. A lot of time with roguelikes, the game just works by slowly ratcheting up the tension and ratcheting up the sense of stress until it either breaks you and you die and you go, oh, or you beat it and you feel great. But in this, what's nice is you have your target. And maybe you'll beat that target within about 5-10 minutes of playing. After that, you can just enjoy it. You already know you have the money that you need to get what you need to ensure that what you're doing currently isn't a total waste of time. But anything after that is just a bonus. So it means when you get killed, when you've got 5,000 gold, you're like, well, that's enough for like 3 upgrades. I only want one upgrade anyway, so it means you can actually take pride in that. It means every time you play, you have this window of stress where you know that if you mess it up at this point, it's a wash. But after that, you can just chill out a bit. And it's not often you play roguelike games that give you that ability to be like, you know, you've had the stressful bit, now just kick back, just enjoy it. Whatever happens, just enjoy it. Have fun, babe, just have a nice time. Got carried away there. And that's why Rogue Legacy has a place in my heart. Sure, it's probably just it's a bit like Castlevania, and I bloody love Castlevania, but also it's a roguelike which isn't afraid to pat you on the back, to tell you you're doing a good job, and to do that without creeping up behind you with the knife of hubris. It just genuinely goes, yeah, you're doing great, you're storming it. 5,000 gold, that's enough for like 6 upgrades. Even when you die, you can be happy. Have a nice time. Which obviously isn't really in the spirit of roguelikes, but every now and then it's nice to have a bloody break. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can go to coolghosts.net by looking for a link in the description. Come on, if you're on YouTube, it's just down there. It'll take you to a page which has our website, coolghosts.net. It has a comments thread where you can talk about this video with lovely people. God, they're lovely. And you can watch other roguelike videos. It's a website. That's kind of how websites work. Thank you so much for watching. And remember that if you really, really like our stuff on Cool Ghosts, we are completely funded by Patreon. So you can go to patreon.com/Cool Ghosts. Thanks for watching.